Chosen one. You are not here by accident. Heaven aligned this exact moment with divine precision, and your spirit was summoned to receive what God has ordained for you. You are standing at the threshold of a supernatural shift, a divine wealth transfer, prepared long before you ever face the battles of your past. The Lord is whispering, "Behold, I am doing a new thing," as in Isaiah 43:19, and this new thing begins now. Anointed one, open your heart. What you are about to hear is not mere encouragement. It is a prophetic impartation, a holy activation for your new journey. Chosen one. Do you feel that stirring rising within you, that quiet shaking in your spirit, that almost feels like a breath from another realm, that is not imagination, that is not emotion? That is the signal of heaven tapping your heart, awakening something that has been dormant for far too long. You are sensing it because God has brought you into a moment of divine alignment, a moment where the past can no longer hold you and the future can no longer wait. Anointed one, you have carried burdens that nobody knows about. You have walked through silent battles, tear-soaked nights and seasons where you kept moving only because something deep inside told you not to quit. You didn't know it then, but heaven was shaping you. Heaven was chiseling your character, refining your spirit, and preparing you for an elevation bigger than anything you have imagined. Every setback was a setup. Every rejection was redirection. Every delay was divine timing shepherding you toward your true purpose. Let me tell you something I learned through my own journey. The past has a way of disguising itself as identity. Pain tries to convince you it belongs, that it is part of who you are, but chosen one pain is not identity. Trauma is not identity. Mistakes are not identity. They are chapters, not definitions. They are classrooms, not cages. You are not what happened to you. You are what God is revealing in you. And right now, heaven is whispering the same words God once whispered into my own wilderness. Let it go. It cannot follow you where I'm taking you. When God speaks like that, he is not merely asking, he is breaking chains. He is inviting you to step out of who you were and step into who you were always meant to be. Chosen one. The weight you have been carrying was never meant to be permanent. God only allowed it long enough for you to grow into the vessel required for the blessing he is about to release. Think about it. Every storm you survived reshaped you. Every disappointment matured you. Every season of lack sharpened your discernment. The version of you that exists today is not the one who walked into those battles. You have been transformed quietly, steadily, faithfully. Now heaven is saying, look up. Something new is beginning, and I feel this so strongly for you. You are stepping into a supernatural transition, a divine update, a spiritual upgrade, the kind of shift that separates who you were from who you are becoming. I've been through this myself. I know what it's like to feel God pushing you out of an old season before you feel ready. I know the discomfort of being stretched when nothing around you makes sense, yet something inside you keeps saying, it's time. And chosen one, you're in that moment now. Your spirit is responding because you know this God has been preparing something for you behind the scenes, something sacred, something supernatural, something financially transformative. This next season is not just about healing, it's about inheritance. It's not just about peace, it's about promotion. You are stepping into a chapter where divine guidance will become so clear, so precise, so undeniable that you will look back and say, God was with me the entire time. Anointed. One, heaven is pulling you out of old patterns. The fear you once carried is loosening its grip. The shame that tried to bury you is dissolving. The regrets that echoed in your mind are losing their authority. You are not walking backward anymore. You are walking into a divine reset, a spiritual reopening, a supernatural realignment of your entire life. And let me tell you why. Because God is rewriting your story with His own hand. He is guiding your steps, not vaguely, not casually, but intentionally, strategically, powerfully. Just as the Creator spoke galaxies into existence, He is now speaking direction into your path. When Scripture says He will instruct you and guide you with His loving eye upon you, it is not poetry. It is reality. And you, chosen one, are living proof of that reality unfolding in real time. Every decision you are about to make will be lit by divine insight. Every opportunity that approaches you is being filtered through God's perfect timing. People who drained your energy will fall away. People who recognize your calling will be drawn to you. Doors that were welded shut will open with ease, not because of your strength, but because God is ushering you into a new phase of destiny. Chosen one, hear me. You are entering a season where you will begin to see yourself the way God sees you. Not as damaged, not as behind, not as unworthy, but as chosen, capable, equipped, prepared. Heaven sees you as a vessel of light, a carrier of divine purpose, a person marked for breakthrough. And child of God, when you start to believe that something supernatural happens inside you, you begin to walk differently, you begin to think differently, you begin to speak differently. People notice the shift. They see the glow, the peace, the presence on your life. They may not understand it, but they will feel it. Because when God elevates you, even the atmosphere around you changes. Chosen one, this is your moment. This is where the transformation begins. Pause here, because what comes next will take you deeper into the revelation God has been preparing for you. Chosen one, as you move deeper into this moment of divine alignment, pause and allow your spirit to acknowledge what heaven is doing within you. The stirring you feel is not random. The restlessness you've carried is not emotional confusion. It is the unmistakable signal that God is shifting your life into a higher realm of purpose. You have outgrown certain environments, conversations, and versions of yourself, and heaven is now calling you into a season where nothing old can follow you. When God begins to elevate someone, the first sign is always discomfort. The familiar becomes tight. The predictable becomes draining. The people who once felt close begin to feel misaligned. This is what happens when your spirit begins to outgrow your surroundings. I have lived through this, and I know the ache of watching parts of your life fall away without explanation. But I also know the truth that changed everything for me. Heaven removes what your destiny can no longer carry. God is not stripping you, He is freeing you. He's pulling you out of cycles, conversations, and patterns that cannot exist where He's leading you. And even though it feels like loss, it is actually divine protection. Chosen one. The weight on your chest lately is not the weight of defeat. It is the weight of transition. You are being stretched, reshaped, and prepared. Transformation is rarely gentle. It interrupts comfort, it challenges identity, and it forces you to confront the parts of yourself that were built in survival but cannot remain in your season of purpose. But hear this deeply: God is not breaking you. God is breaking you free. Free from fear, free from smallness, free from the versions of yourself that were shaped by pain rather than destiny. You are being called into a new chapter that requires a stronger, clearer, more spiritually awakened you. And even though stepping out of the past feels uncomfortable, stepping into the future God has for you is non-negotiable. The past cannot offer you anything new. That is why God is closing certain doors with such finality. When heaven ends a season, the only danger is trying to reopen what God has sealed shut. There is a prophetic truth unfolding over your life right now. God is not only guiding your path, He is positioning you for a supernatural shift, a divine recalibration, a spiritual update that prepares you for increased influence and divine provision. You may not see it yet, but there is a financial shift forming around your life, not one you must chase, force, or manipulate, but one God Himself is orchestrating. This is not the kind of breakthrough that comes from striving. This is the kind of breakthrough that comes from alignment. You have been faithful in seasons of lack. You have kept going when you had every reason to quit. God has seen your private obedience, and heaven always rewards what is done in secret. I know what it is like to walk through a silent season where it seems like nothing is happening on the surface. I once believed that God's silence meant He had forgotten me, but later I learned that silence is not absence. Silence is strategy. God aligns people you haven't met yet, prepares opportunities you haven't imagined yet, and shapes you into someone you weren't yet. And the same strategy is unfolding over you. God is aligning every detail of your next season with precision. You are not walking blindly. You are being led step by step. Heaven is orchestrating conversations, connections, and opportunities that will make sense only in hindsight. This is why your spirit has been on high alert. You are approaching a point of destiny where clarity will rush in like a river. Chosen one. Your identity is being clarified. Your gifts are being awakened. Your purpose is becoming undeniable. You are entering a season where you will begin to see yourself the way God sees you, not as broken behind or unworthy, but as chosen, capable, and divinely prepared. When you begin to walk with that awareness, everything around you responds. You speak differently, you move differently, you dream differently. People notice the shift. They see the glow, the peace, the quiet confidence. They may not understand it, but they sense that heaven is upon your life. Where God is taking you is a place of abundance of peace, clarity, purpose, and provision. This next season is not about simply surviving. It is about stepping into an overflow that reflects God's hand on your life. You are entering a chapter that your past self could not have survived, a chapter designed for the version of you that has emerged through fire. You are stepping into a destiny written before you were ever wounded, confused, or discouraged. And all of heaven is standing in agreement with your elevation. You may not see the full picture yet, but you don't need to. What matters is that you are aligned, prepared, and willing, because heaven is guiding every move you are about to make. Chosen one, as we move deeper into this divine unfolding, it becomes clearer that God is not just shifting your circumstances, He is reshaping your identity. You are being led into a season where heaven's direction becomes more tangible, more deliberate, more undeniable than ever before. This is the kind of season where you begin to feel God's hand on your life in ways you can no longer ignore. The prompting in your spirit, the sudden clarity in your thoughts, the unexpected peace resting on your heart. These are all signs that you are being guided with precision. Something is awakening inside you, something strong, steady, and sacred. You are stepping out of the shell that life once placed around you and emerging into the fullness of who God intended you to become. There is a shift happening in how you see yourself. Old labels are losing their power. Old wounds are losing their voice. You are no longer defined by the memories that once held you hostage. God is giving you new lenses, a new internal language, a new spiritual posture. You are beginning to recognize the strength within you, not a strength rooted in pride, but a strength rooted in divine purpose. The kind of strength that grows only after surviving storms that should have broken you. The kind of resilience that comes from realizing that if God carried you through everything you've endured, He is more than capable of guiding you into everything He has promised. Chosen one. You are entering a season where confidence begins to rise, not from what you have, but from who walks with you. And when God walks with you, doors open that were never meant to remain closed. Opportunities begin to flow in a rhythm you could never have manufactured on your own. People who recognize your light begin to appear, and the ones who only fed off your doubt begin to fade away. This is the refining work of heaven, separating what strengthens you from what weakens you. I know what it feels like to hold on to connections God is trying to remove. I've held on before out of loyalty, out of fear, out of habit. But the moment I let go, something shifted. Peace returned, clarity returned, and purpose became louder than attachment. Sometimes the hardest thing to release is the very thing blocking your elevation. You are learning this too. You are learning that not everyone can walk with you into your next chapter. You are learning that God doesn't just elevate you, He isolates you before He elevates you. Not to punish you, but to protect what He is building inside you. There are blessings you are preparing to receive that require emotional stability. There are opportunities God is getting ready to release that require spiritual maturity. There are doors He is opening that require you to be grounded, centered, and clear. And because He sees ahead, He is not allowing anything that could destabilize you to remain in your life unchecked. Chosen one. Heaven is bringing you into a deeper awareness of divine guidance. You are beginning to sense God's direction, even without full details. You may not see the entire path, but you can feel the next step. This is how the Holy Spirit leads gently, firmly, consistently. And the more you follow His promptings, the more natural obedience becomes. Soon you will begin to witness miracles that seem small on the surface, but carry deep spiritual significance. A conversation that arrives at the perfect time, a decision that leads to unexpected peace. A setback that secretly protects you from something you didn't see. These are the fingerprints of divine orchestration, and as you release the past, your perspective shifts. You start to see that the past was a necessary preparation, not a defining prison. The disappointments taught you discernment. The losses taught you resilience. The betrayals taught you clarity. Everything was working toward this moment, the moment where you break free from the weight of old identities and step into the identity Heaven has been shaping quietly within you. What once felt like breaking was actually molding. What once felt like abandonment was actually redirection. What once felt like the end was simply the beginning of a life aligned with purpose. Chosen. 1. The more you trust God in this season, the more your future begins to open in unexpected ways. Dreams that felt impossible begin to stir again. Ideas that once seemed out of reach begin to feel attainable. Burdens that weighed heavily on your shoulders begin to lift, and your heart begins to beat in rhythm with heaven's intention. God is not simply healing you, He is positioning you for influence, elevation, and divine strategy. Positioning you to impact lives in ways you never imagined. Positioning you to walk into opportunities that carry generational weight. You are stepping into a season where everything starts to align: your purpose, your gifts, your mindset, your spirit. And when alignment happens, acceleration follows. This is why you've been feeling the urgency. This is why your spirit has been alert. God is preparing to accelerate what has been delayed. He is preparing to elevate what has been hidden. He is preparing to honor the seeds you planted long before anyone saw your effort. Chosen one, take this truth with you. You are being guided, guarded, and grown for what is coming. The past is losing its grip because the future is calling louder, and heaven is leading you forward, step by sacred step. Chosen one, as this divine journey unfolds, you may begin to notice a quiet shift taking place deep within you. It's subtle at first, a gentle stirring, a faint whisper, a sense of inner renewal that you can't quite explain. But that is how God works when He begins to transform you from the inside out. He doesn't always announce the moment, He initiates it. And before you even realize what has happened, your spirit starts to rise into a new rhythm of confidence, clarity, and purpose. This is not emotional hype. This is spiritual regeneration. Heaven is restoring the parts of you that life tried to break. There is a reason your thoughts feel clearer, even if your circumstances haven't fully changed yet. There is a reason your heart feels lighter, even though you still remember the pain. There is a reason peace has begun to settle over you, even though you can't explain where it came from. The Holy Spirit is doing a quiet but powerful work within you. This is how God prepares His chosen ones. He renews the inner world before transforming the outer world. You are being rebuilt from the core. God is not simply giving you a new season. He is giving you a new self to walk into it. Chosen one. I know what it feels like when God begins this kind of internal awakening. There was a time when I didn't understand the shift happening inside me. I couldn't articulate it, couldn't explain it, couldn't even share it with anyone, because it wasn't external, it was spiritual. It was the sensation of something old falling off and something new rising. I didn't have words for it then, but looking back, I now understand that God was preparing me for a move I could not have survived in my former state. And that is exactly what is happening within you. God is preparing you for what He has already prepared for you. As this renewal deepens, your life will begin to reflect it. People will notice your glow before you do. They will see the shift in your posture, the assurance in your steps, the calm in your presence. They may not understand the source, but they will feel it. The Holy Spirit has a way of shining through His chosen ones in a way that transcends explanation. Your transformation will not be silent, it will speak without words. Chosen one, you are becoming a walking testimony of God's goodness. Your life will reveal what faith looks like in motion, what grace looks like in human form, what divine transformation looks like when heaven touches earth through an ordinary person chosen for an extraordinary purpose. And isn't it beautiful that the things that were meant to destroy you are the same things God used to develop you? Your story will inspire others in ways you may never fully understand. Some will look at you and see strength, others will see hope. Many will see possibility, because when God renews you, He renews everything connected to you, your relationships, your environment, your dreams, your mindset. You are becoming a beacon of light, a compass for those who are lost, a reminder that God still works in the lives of those who dare to trust Him. Chosen one. This journey you're on is not just about becoming better, it's about becoming aligned. Every day God is guiding your steps with precision. Even the days that feel chaotic are part of a larger divine design. Sometimes God guides you with a whisper. sometimes with a push, sometimes through people, and sometimes by removing them. But He is always guiding you. There is never a moment where heaven is not actively shaping the direction of your path. And yes, there will be moments when the path feels unclear, not because God is absent, but because He is working behind the scenes. Uncertainty is not punishment. It is preparation. It is God teaching you to rely not on what you see, but on what He has spoken. When you cannot track His hand, you must learn to trust His heart. As you release more of the past, clarity will increase. The fog lifts the moment you stop looking backwards. The guilt, the shame, the disappointments, they are losing their grip because they have served their purpose. The past was your teacher. The present is your proving ground. But the future is where your inheritance waits. You are stepping into a future so aligned with God's intention that the shadows of your past will have no authority there. And with each step forward, you will begin to see God's fingerprints on your life. Your finances will shift in unexpected ways. Relationships will form that lift and support you. Opportunities will open that once felt impossible. Your health, your energy, your creativity, all of them will begin to reflect the presence of God working through you. Chosen one. You are not only being renewed, you are being positioned. Positioned for abundance, positioned for purpose, positioned for divine impact. You are entering a season where nothing is wasted and everything is aligned. God is transforming your life into a masterpiece, piece by piece, moment by moment, breath by breath. And as this new version of you rises, the world will see the undeniable evidence that God has been guiding your journey all along. Chosen one, as you journey further into this divine transition, you will begin to realize that faith is not something you simply hold. It is something that holds you. It carries you into seasons you could never step into alone. It steadies you when everything around you feels unstable. And it becomes the bridge between what you see and what God has promised. You are now walking across that bridge, one step at a time, guided not by sight, but by revelation. This is the essence of true spiritual maturity, trusting the God you cannot see above the circumstances you can. The path ahead of you is not fully visible because God is teaching you to rely on His voice. Faith is born in the unseen. Faith grows in the uncertain. Faith flourishes when logic fails and heaven steps in. And even though this season may require more courage than you expected, it is also the season where God will reveal His faithfulness in ways that remove every trace of doubt. You are learning what it means to walk by the Spirit, not by the limitations of your past or the pressures of your present. Chosen one. Every step you take now is a step toward your divine destiny. You may not see the full picture, but God does. Your path has already been mapped out. The promises spoken over you have already been secured. Heaven is not improvising your future, it is unveiling it. And this unveiling requires your participation. God does not force destiny onto people. He invites them into it. And your yes is unlocking doors you do not even know exist yet. You are walking into a future where the impossible becomes possible, not because you are powerful, but because God is faithful. When uncertainty tries to shake you, remember that you are clothed in the armor of God. You are protected by His love and guided by His Spirit. The battles you face now are not signs of weakness. They are signs of elevation. Every challenge is shaping you, refining you, preparing you to steward the blessings ahead with wisdom and authority. I've lived through seasons where I couldn't understand why God allowed certain struggles. I questioned, I wrestled, I doubted. But looking back, I see that every challenge developed something in me that comfort never could. Strength was born in valleys. Wisdom was shaped through storms. discernment was sharpened in moments of uncertainty, and faith, real, unshakable faith, was built on the days when all I could do was trust that God was leading me somewhere good. Now I can stand confidently and tell you, the very battles that made you question your strength are the ones God will use to reveal it. Chosen one. You are becoming more resilient than you realize. You are learning how to stand firm even when life pushes you. You are learning how to speak truth even when the enemy whispers lies. And most importantly, you are learning to recognize God's voice, that gentle prompting in your spirit, that sudden clarity in confusion, that peace that does not make sense. This is how heaven guides you, quietly, consistently, effectively. As you continue forward, you will begin to notice that the things that once controlled you no longer hold power. Fear begins to lose its grip. Anxiety begins to fade. Overthinking begins to weaken. Why? Because revelation is replacing confusion. Purpose is replacing insecurity. And God's presence is overpowering every lie that once tried to define you. You are stepping into a spiritual authority that was always meant for you but could only be unlocked through surrender. Chosen one. This journey is not just about what you are leaving behind. It is about who you are becoming. You are becoming someone who trusts God's timing even when it moves slower than your expectations. You are becoming someone who believes God's promises even when circumstances contradict them. You are becoming someone who understands that waiting is not a punishment, it is preparation. It is God aligning your life with His perfect plan, piece by piece, moment by moment. And while you wait, blessings are forming. Doors are being crafted. People are being positioned. Opportunities are being shaped. What feels like stillness is actually movement beneath the surface. Just because you cannot see it doesn't mean God is not doing it. Divine timing is often hidden timing. But when the moment comes for things to unfold, everything happens faster than you imagined. Chosen one. Your breakthrough is not late, it is simply aligned. And when it arrives, it will make sense of every tear, every prayer, every silent battle you fought alone. God has not forgotten you. He has not overlooked you. He has not abandoned you. He is guiding you with precision, loving you with intention, and preparing you with purpose. You are stepping into a chapter where faith will be your greatest asset. Not because life will be perfect, but because God will be present. And as long as God is with you, nothing can stop what He has spoken over you. Not fear, not doubt, not the past, not the enemy. Nothing. Chosen one. Take this truth into your spirit. You are being prepared for abundance, positioned for purpose, and strengthened for destiny. The journey is just beginning, and heaven is leading you every step of the way. Chosen one. As this divine journey unfolds further, you will begin to feel the unmistakable truth that God never wastes a single moment of your life. Not the confusion, not the pain, not the disappointments, not even the silence. Everything you have walked through has been woven into a strategy far greater than your understanding. God has never been random with you. His guidance has been precise, even in moments when it felt non-existent. And now, in this season, He is revealing just how intentional He has always been. You're stepping into a deeper level of trust, the kind of trust that no longer requires your circumstances to make sense before your spirit says yes. This is a maturity heaven has been preparing you for. It is the kind of trust that can look at uncertainty without fear, knowing that God's vision stretches far beyond what your eyes can see. It is the kind of trust that holds on to peace even when life looks chaotic. It is the kind of trust that whispers God is working even when everything looks still. Chosen one. This is not blind hope. This is divine perception. You are seeing beyond the surface now. You are beginning to discern the movement of God in places where others only see obstacles. You are beginning to sense opportunity where others see dead ends. You are recognizing that every closed door was a divine redirection, and every delay was a divine shield. You are learning that surrender is not weakness. Surrender is wisdom. It is choosing to place the weight of your future in hands far more capable than your own. It is choosing to follow God's pace rather than your own urgency. It is letting go of the illusion of control and embracing the perfect timing of heaven. This level of surrender transforms everything within you. It shifts your mindset, softens your heart, and aligns your spirit with God's will in a way that opens doors no human effort could achieve. Chosen one. You are moving into a season where guidance becomes a flow rather than a fight. You won't have to force what is meant for you. You won't have to chase what God has ordained. You won't have to beg for clarity. It will come as naturally as breath. This is the blessing of walking in divine alignment. The steps you take become steady. The decisions you make become wiser. The direction you choose becomes clearer. This is not because life becomes easier, but because you have learned how to move with God rather than ahead of Him. There is a calm confidence growing inside you now, not arrogance, but assurance. The quiet knowing that you are guided, protected, and carried by a love that cannot fail. The assurance that you are not walking this path alone. God goes before you. Heaven surrounds you. Angels walk beside you. And the Holy Spirit whispers within you. This is why you feel the shift. This is why you feel the call to rise. Heaven is amplifying its voice in your spirit. As you continue forward, you will begin to notice that your discernment is sharpening. You are seeing people more clearly. You are recognizing intentions faster. You are perceiving opportunities with deeper wisdom. This is God equipping you for the next dimension of your assignment. When God expands you, He refines your perception so you can handle what is coming with maturity and grace. You are being prepared to steward blessings that require responsibility, wisdom, and spiritual awareness. Chosen one. This next season is not merely about breakthrough, it is about embodiment, becoming who God knew you were before life tried to tell you otherwise. You are becoming stronger, not because life is easier, but because your spirit is anchored. You are becoming wiser, not because you know everything, but because you are aligned with the one who does. You are becoming more disciplined, more focused, more purposeful, because heaven is placing weight on your life that requires intentionality. Your spirit is awakening to the truth that you are not ordinary. And because you are not ordinary, your path will not look ordinary. There will be sacrifices, there will be pruning, there will be spiritual stretching, but there will also be miracles that unfold effortlessly, breakthroughs that seem to appear out of nowhere, and blessings that feel tailor-made for your journey. This is how God moves in the lives of His chosen ones, with precision, with purpose, and with undeniable promise. And even now the remnants of your past are dissolving. The guilt is losing its voice. The shame is losing its strength. The doubts are losing their authority. This is because your identity is no longer tied to who you were. It is rooted in who you are becoming. God is not interested in reminding you of your failures. He is interested in revealing your future. And that future is radiant, purposeful, and divinely aligned. Chosen. 1. Let this truth settle in your spirit. You are walking into a season where God's guidance will not only direct you, it will elevate you. You are not being guided toward survival. You are being guided toward expansion, abundance, and supernatural impact. Every step you take from this point forward is part of a sacred rhythm orchestrated by heaven itself. Chosen one, as you step even deeper into this sacred journey, you will begin to recognize that your life has never been random. Every chapter, every detour, every valley, every quiet moment you thought was wasted, all of it has been preparation. You are not just transitioning into a new season, you are crossing into a new dimension of destiny. There is a spiritual maturation happening within you, something powerful and undeniable. You are beginning to feel a pull that cannot be ignored, a heavenly summons drawing you forward. Your spirit knows that you cannot remain where you've been. You're being called into something larger, richer, and holier than you have ever imagined. This calling is not subtle anymore. It is rising inside of you like a tide, pushing you to let go of the versions of yourself that were shaped by survival. You're stepping into the version of yourself shaped by purpose. God is not only guiding you, He is expanding your capacity. You are thinking differently. You are feeling differently. You are seeing differently. Your perspective is shifting from earthly limitation to divine possibility. This is evidence that heaven is actively molding you for the next stage of your assignment. Chosen one. This stage of your journey demands courage, not the loud kind, but the quiet, steady courage that shows up consistently even when fear whispers its lies. You are learning to walk with a boldness that does not come from your circumstances, but from your identity. A boldness rooted in the truth that God has gone before you. This is why the heaviness you once felt is lifting. This is why fear has been losing its grip. This is why the doubts that used to cripple you now seem smaller than ever. You are no longer being guided by fear, you are being guided by faith. Faith is no longer something you simply believe in. Faith is becoming who you are. You are not just practicing trust, you are embodying it. And that embodiment is transforming your life from the inside out. It is shifting the way you make decisions. It's influencing the way you respond to challenges. It's empowering the way you walk into every new day. This internal shift is creating external breakthroughs. God always changes the vessel before He changes the environment. You are being shaped into someone who can carry the weight of blessing without being crushed by it. Someone who can handle influence without losing humility. Someone who can walk in prosperity without losing spiritual grounding. Someone who can steward divine opportunities with maturity and wisdom. This is why you have had to face hardships others never understood. This is why your path has been different, challenging, and at times isolating. God was developing the strength and depth within you that would hold the abundance coming your way. And make no mistake, abundance is coming. Not only spiritual abundance, emotional abundance, mental clarity, relational elevation, and yes, financial overflow. You are entering a season where God's provision is about to manifest in ways that may even surprise you. There will be moments where you will look around your life and realize that what you once begged God for is now simply your normal reality. You will walk in answered prayers you forgot you prayed. You will live in blessings that feel almost unreal because they are so perfectly aligned with your heart's deepest needs. Chosen one. This abundance is not coincidence, it is covenant. God honors His promises, and you are entering the territory of fulfillment. The reason heaven has been guiding you so closely is because you stand on the threshold of something holy, something that requires your complete focus, your complete surrender, your complete willingness to step forward without turning back. You are leaving behind the fragments of your old life, the insecurities, the fears, the self-doubt, the limitations. All of it is being stripped away because you cannot carry old baggage into a new destiny. There is a spiritual boldness growing inside you now, not arrogance, but certainty. You are beginning to understand who you are in God, chosen, appointed, equipped, protected, and destined. You are stepping into the truth that you are not only a survivor, but a conqueror. You are not only called, but chosen. You are not only guided, but empowered. You are not only moving toward purpose. Purpose is moving toward you. And along this journey, you will notice something else. Your relationships are shifting. God is bringing people into your life who reflect your next chapter, not your old one. People who uplift your spirit, not drain it. People who speak life into your destiny, not doubt. People who recognize the calling on your life even before you fully step into it. God is aligning you with purpose partners, individuals who sharpen you, strengthen you, and walk with you into what God is preparing. At the same time, God is removing those who cannot go where you are going. Not out of punishment, but protection. God does not allow dead weight to attach itself to a rising vessel. Your elevation requires freedom. Your future requires clarity. Your destiny requires separation. And though it may feel painful at times, every disconnection is divine redirection. Chosen one. As this guidance continues to unfold, let this truth settle deep within your spirit. You are being prepared to walk in a life that reflects heaven's intention for you, not the life you once settled for, not the life shaped by pain, but the life shaped by divine design. A life of purpose, a life of abundance, a life of clarity, a life of impact. You are not the same person who started this journey. You are becoming who you were always meant to be, and heaven is guiding you into everything you once thought was impossible. Chosen one, as you continue to walk this sacred path, something profound begins to shift, not only around you, but within you. You start to realize that the transformation God is doing in your life is not temporary. It is foundational. You are not simply being encouraged, you are being rebuilt, restructured, replanted in truth. This is why the old patterns no longer feel comfortable. This is why the old wounds no longer control you. Your spirit is evolving, rising, expanding into a version of yourself that aligns with heaven's original blueprint for your life. There is a new strength forming inside you, now a strength born from clarity rather than chaos. You are beginning to see your journey from a higher vantage point. You can look back and recognize that what once felt like destruction was actually construction. What once felt like breaking was actually shaping. God was not dismantling your life. He was removing what your future could no longer support. He was pulling out the roots of old trauma, old beliefs, old identities, so he could plant seeds of purpose, confidence, and divine direction. Chosen one. You may not have noticed it immediately, but heaven has been gradually renewing your mind. Your thoughts are becoming lighter. Your inner world is becoming calmer. You no longer react from fear. You respond from peace. Situations that once triggered you now expose your growth. This is the evidence of transformation. This is the sign that the Holy Spirit is actively restoring your emotional landscape. You are being positioned for stability, not the kind the world offers, but the kind only God can build. You are entering a season where peace becomes your default setting, not anxiety. Where clarity overtakes confusion, where purpose silences self-doubt. You are being trained to stand in your identity without apology, to walk in your calling without hesitation, to carry divine authority without shrinking. And this internal shift will affect everything around you, your relationships, your opportunities, your decisions, your environment. When God transforms the inner world, the outer world must eventually reflect it. And yes, chosen one people will notice. They will see the glow in your eyes, the grounding in your presence, the quiet power in your voice. Even without speaking, you will carry an atmosphere of peace, wisdom, and grace. This is what happens when someone aligns fully with their divine purpose. Their very existence becomes a testimony. It becomes a light that others cannot ignore. You may not realize it yet, but your journey is helping people you don't even know. The courage you had to keep going, the faith you held during your darkest moments, the prayers you whispered through tears, someone else will find strength through your story. Your transformation is not meant to be hidden. You are a walking reminder that God restores, renews, and elevates His chosen ones in His perfect time. Chosen one. This next stage of your journey is calling you to embrace your worth at a deeper level than ever before. You must now see yourself the way heaven sees you, valuable, capable, favored, anointed. You are not here by mistake. You were not chosen by accident. Your calling is not random. God handcrafted your destiny, and no opposition, no mistake, no past event can cancel what He has ordained. This is the season where you step out of old narratives, the narrative of "I'm not enough," the narrative of "maybe I missed my chance," the narrative of "maybe God forgot me." Those narratives were lies built from wounds, not truth built from identity. And God is rewriting them now. He's giving you a new internal script, one rooted in faith, confidence, and divine truth. You are beginning to feel a rising expectation, almost like something good is about to happen. That is not your imagination. That is your spirit sensing what heaven is releasing. God is aligning opportunities that will surprise you. He is preparing divine connections that will uplift you. He is opening doors that were locked before because the timing wasn't right. But now, chosen one, the timing is aligning. You are stepping into a season where delay turns into acceleration. And with this acceleration comes responsibility, not pressure, but purpose. You are being entrusted with influence, wisdom, and blessings that require maturity. And you have grown into that maturity through your trials, your prayers, your perseverance. Heaven has not overlooked your endurance. God has not ignored your faithfulness. Every step you took in obedience, even when you didn't understand the purpose, has brought you to this moment. Chosen one, you are on the verge of stepping into a life that reflects the fullness of who God created you to be. No more shrinking, no more doubting, no more apologizing for your anointing. You are ready. Heaven has confirmed it. And the next doors that open will not just be opportunities, they will be divine appointments aligned with your destiny. Chosen one. As we come to the end of this sacred moment, let your spirit recognize what is unfolding around you. Heaven has not only spoken, heaven has moved. You are standing in your Kairos moment, the divinely chosen time where old chains fall away and new doors open with supernatural grace. What God has begun in you today is not temporary. It is a transfer, a shift, a release of divine guidance that will follow you into every step ahead. Anointed one, you are not walking into your future alone. God's hand is upon you, His favor surrounds you, and His Spirit illuminates the path that once felt unclear. The past has lost its claim. The weight that once held you down has been broken by divine timing. Step forward now with reverence, confidence, and expectation. You are entering a chapter where God's promises meet your obedience and breakthrough becomes your new language. I speak blessing over you, blessing over your mind, your home, your relationships, your finances, your destiny. May every seed you've sown return in multiplied harvest. May every step be guided by peace. May every decision be covered in clarity. If this word stirred your spirit, chosen one, let heaven know you received it. Leave a declaration in the comments, share this with another chosen soul, and stay connected to this space of transformation. Go forward now, in strength, in purpose, and in the fullness of God's guidance. Your new journey has begun.